Hello, everyone, and welcome to Brand Uprising. After you've already filled your email address and given the details of your email and your name, you will come to this page. So once you land here, that means you have landed into discovering your creative passion, plan amazing projects, and strengthen family bonds through our interactive assessment and project platform designed for ages 7 to 13. So you're in the right place at the right time. So what you're going to do, we're going to go straight to the digital archetype, which is what I had mentioned in my website, that you're going to discover what your kids' strengths are in terms of their digital inclinations and their digital strengths. But this is purely for educational purposes. I just want to give that disclaimer. It's not supposed to be any mental diagnosis or anything or medical that is supposed to diagnose. No, it's supposed to just purely for educational purposes, and also just to give you a rough idea of where your kids' strengths are and what sort of brands and what sort of activities that your kids can really thrive in as far as their digital strength is concerned. So let's just go straight to the questions. So we have presented with 36 questions, and here we are going to measure our passion, our grit. I mean, you're going to see all the aspects that are going to be measured for us to get the report, the kind of report that you're going to do. And I'm also going to take you through this entire grid here so that you can see other activities besides the assessment. So remember, this is free of charge, and you are so lucky to have hands on this because you have raised your hand to just being curious on exactly what this digital alignment for our kids is. So I'm going to go all in. I'm going to just give it my all and give you my all so that you can reap the benefits of what it means to align your kids in the future digital space. Remember, not every parent is doing this. You're here because you have seen and you're aware. In fact, I like to call you the awakened parent who have seen that only whatever is being offered right now, there has to be more than what is there. There has to be more than what is just being offered in our, let's say, our environment, in our school space, in our schools, because schools alone cannot be able to help position our kids in the online space or in the job market. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with school. I'm saying you have to go way and beyond just what is being offered in schools for you to get the best and position your kids to get that advantage, that competitive advantage, and take up their rightful space and get their piece of the pie in this digital space. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start off this real quick. So I'm going to just fill these questions at random, but you are expected to read the questions carefully and answer them appropriately. I'm doing this so that you can, because I just want to take you straight to the report, the kind of report that you're going to get as we move along, so that you can see what your digital archetype is. And I encourage parents to be part of this experience. It makes it more fun, and you might know a little bit more than your kid. So in our case, we have gotten our character archetype. So it gives you the character archetype, which is like makeup phonics, but this one not, so just random responses. But I want you to just take your time, like I said. So it gives you a primary and a secondary response. So you can go through this as well as just to get a feel of exactly what your character archetype is. So this bit is basically for joining our main program, which I'm going to discuss about it later. But before we get into it, let's see our strength. It also gives you a strength, a report of other strengths in your different, with different archetypes, right? Based on the responses that you give. So you get to know your strengths, how you've performed in terms of creativity, modality, and all that, and where you're inclined to in terms of trying to get the best out of the digital space. All right. So this again is just a rough idea. I don't want you to take it like it's cast in stone. No, and nothing stops you from exploring other projects like you're going to see. You might have gotten it as let's say as you come here, you see projects. You have different projects here. So we have digital projects, physical projects. So what I want to show you is that you might have gotten a different, let's say, um, a different archetype. Like you see for me here, I've gotten mechaphonics, but you can come here and see maybe you'd want to be a storyteller and explore the activities that come with storytelling that you can, maybe you're keen on, or you love, or you are of course passionate about. So you should not be limited to what has been revealed, but that is just to give you an indicator of what exactly you can create based on the responses that you've given. But again, you are supposed to explore, and nothing stops you from exploring other activities. So we are right here after you've gotten your character archetype. We are just about to view our 30-day plan, like I had mentioned. So here, what you do, you just put your name, I mean, the name of your kid, the age, and of course, based on where you are, you put your time zone, and you get automatically whatever it is that was revealed comes loaded here. But if it's not loaded here, I was given it's fix and flow. Sorry, it's fix and flow. So again, you can continue. It just gives you an overview of also how your kid can incorporate this program, and just a timetable of a kid and an after school program, which works very well with this our program. So it's a show, but I'm going to show you later how our program is so school friendly, in terms of it can be school days friendly. That is, it can be incorporated in your school days very, very easily, because it is it is a long-term game, because you don't just start aligning your kids and you stop at let's say day 30 or day 40. No, it is supposed to be a lifetime. Whether you join brand uprising or not, it is supposed to be something that you do just for 30 minutes. You can imagine it the compounding effect. If for 30 minutes a day, and even if it's not a day, even if you take like 3 weeks a day, make it part of your daily habit to just do something constructive online, that is guided, that is through mentorship, through support, through a community, through the best of the best softwares and programs that can help you position your kid to just gain that competitive advantage in these unprecedented times that we are living in, when we are not even sure what the future holds. The best you can do right now as a parent, and even as a kid, as a parent, is actually to hand your kid the digital fishing rod, because you have seen how the world is moving online, and the future is online, and the future is no longer on. The future is here, because most of the things are happening online. You've seen how AI has disrupted the world right now, whether we like it or not. The revolution is here. We cannot continue burying our heads, and the sooner we start aligning ourselves and our kids, the better for us. Because if you continue watching from the fences, the world will move on. It's not waiting for you. Trust you me, you will get to a point, and of course, especially right now, the way the AI is moving very fast, and like any other revolution. So the sooner you align yourself, the better. Sorry, there's some bit of interruption from the rain, but rain, as you all know, is a blessing. So if you hear some background noise, just know that is rain, and we are grateful for it anyway. So, like I said, it's time to start positioning our kids, and from here, let's go back to our program. So from here, you get to have different activities that kids can do. And the best thing about this program, we are combining the best of the two worlds. We're combining the digital world and the physical world, syncing it together and seeing how we can make real tangible projects and position them, or uh, apportion them inside our digital world, so that you can become relevant and create relevant, real in demand projects, and in demand skills that can help you propel yourself to the next level. All right. And besides that, it's also a family bonding activity. All right. So, parents, you are encouraged to also be part of this experience, because it's an explorative experience. You're supposed to turn on your creative juices and let them flow, and let them just open up your mind to new learning, open up your mind to creativity. Do not restrict yourself. Even when you see something, this is supposed to just be a guide and a roadmap, not necessarily cast in stone. So if you're able to even morph it to suit your family needs, they're better for you, because at the end of the day, we want results. We want something that is working for you, for your family, and you start that habit and you get into the awakened parent movement, where you're not just watching and scrolling on TikTok and all these other things. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not saying TikTok is bad. There's a lot you can learn from TikTok, but don't just be an active consumer. You can also be part of that creator world. I'm not just saying it's just TikTok, but I'm saying we need to just start aligning ourselves appropriately. Everybody has a piece of the pie in this world, in this digital world. Everybody has something they can offer. Everybody has something that they can learn from. There's some people who are just waiting for you to show up and for them, so that they can also benefit from what you have to offer. All right, so now let's say, for example, here I pick something like invention and blueprint collection. So here, of course, you see different gauges. There's medium, there's easy. You can just play around with this. If you're not sure what it is, you can always go on or just explore and see exactly. But don't worry. I'm going to give you a 30-day plan, instructions on what to do. But you also have a part to play in terms of just doing it yourself. You have to take action in everything, right? You can't just wait and see for things to happen. You have to take action. You have to just develop the interest. And the reason you're here is because you're that kind of a parent, and if you take action right now, it will compound. So I know I'm going on and on about this, but so this is the physical, this is the digital project. You combine it with, let's say, a physical project. And then after that, you just need to come down here. For this part, family rules and safety, I encourage you to just leave it as is. Then you generate the 30-day plan. So after you generate plan, you come straight here and you view your plan, and voila, you got your 30-day plan, week by week. So you just need to scroll here, week by week. You see, as we click previous, you get to see exactly what each week has to offer. All right, so we chose based on our character archetype. So this is what has been chosen. These are the activities and how to go about it, the instructions on how to create these particular projects. You can do your due diligence and research. And yeah, you have instructions, and you also have a portion where parents are also supposed to assist, because remember, it is a family bonding program. Okay, you have some materials here. You can tweak it to fit your own family needs. So just know sky is the limit for you. So, like I said, I mentioned about the school timetable. This is just to show you a sneak peek of how this program can be incorporated into our kids' day-to-day lives, even during school days, and even better during holidays, because that means they'll have enough time. But even for 30 minutes a day, or even if it's not daily, 30 minutes 3 times a week, depending on how whatever works best for your family and your family schedule, you are in for it and you're in with it. All right. So here it just gives you just random activities that normally happen after school, but these are not cast in stone. Again, they are customizable. So just look at this and see. It's just to show you how it can be incorporated in your kids' day-to-day life. If you want to go with this plan, good for you, but not just let it fit your family activities. Just a clear picture of how it can fit into your greater day-to-day activities. All right. So it goes up to day 7, of course, with different instructions for each day. And then you proceed to the next week, and so on and so forth. So, besides just the planner, I've not just given you the 30-day planner, I've also offered you other activities just to give you a variety, of the possibilities that are there, and how to make tech fun. Technology does not have to be boring. It doesn't have to be intimidating, especially for mothers. It can be a fun tool that can just give you a very, very exciting experience. And I believe after going through this program, you will look at tech with different eyes. It's gonna change your life, I can guarantee you. And if you want to do go the entire 9 yards, I encourage you to join Brand Uprising and click the link below. As we are going to see, it is something that I cannot even quantify in money terms. It is absolutely mind-blowing, life transforming, and it is a movement for the awakened parents like you. So here we have, and all this I'm giving out for now, this one, whatever it is you're going through, is for free. So feel free to just also share it with your friends and your family, and let this fire continue burning, and let's start this revolution of positioning our kids in this digital space appropriately, not in the way, I'm not saying they're not positioned appropriately, but we just have a structured way and a sort of like a lifelong program that is going to constantly be positioning them, giving them the updates on how they need to position their digital skills, how they are going to create real life brands out of their passion and purpose. And there's just a lot that you can basically you're going to basically learn and gain from this experience. All right, so this is just some of the activities that I've lined up for you for free. So you go to the current page. Seek and Sabra is basically combining what the digital world with food, because food is part of our day-to-day life. So we're just trying to make tech and food come together. It's like a tech and food fusion. It's so amazing. It's something I've done with my kids. So we have like Mango Monday mix and memes. Remember, look, notice here how we are mixing and we are rhyming these words. It's a Monday. It's the theme is M, and the theme is food that starts with M together with tech that can, tech activities that start with M. And of course, being a Monday. And it's fun. So you make a muffin, you can make anything, maize, whatever it is. So these are just guidelines. You can just customize them to your own making. You can follow this grid if you want to, but you can also come up with your own twist and add some sprinkle and some spice into it. Make it even more fun. This is just to just open up those creativity tabs in your head, right? So you can see how fun this can be if you do it, even if it's once a week in your family. Can you imagine how it can compound in terms of even our teamwork, in terms of our relationships, in terms of our learning process? And you're doing it in a gamified manner. It's not just that same old boring thing. It is a new concept using our day-to-day things, day-to-day activities, nothing off the grid, nothing off that you can say is too extravagant or too out of this world. It's just trying to show you the possibility of combining two worlds that you're in a very, very exotic manner, and come up with something really, really cool. All right. So this is just an example. Let's look at another day. Let's say next day is Tuesday. Notice it's Taco and TikTok Tuesday. Chicken tricks. So you can document you can just take a small video of some of these activities that you're doing and then put it on a Google Drive. What a wonderful thing to watch as a family. Instead of just watching Netflix, you can just watch some of your creation as a family, as a bonding factor. You understand? So this is amazing. And don't restrict yourself, just go all in and just explore the possibilities. I'm just trying to open up your world and the things that can happen in this digital space. So the same thing here with Glow and Grow. So it is not just about tech, it's also about our well-being. So we are also trying to include other things besides just tech. And here you also have a 14-day of things that you can do. Like week one, foundation and discovery, story stones. You write stories on the story stones. But to get the whole experience of this whole thing, you can join Brand Uprising. And I can't stop emphasizing that enough, where now you get the entire coaching, the full 9 yard coaching, and the reason behind we are doing what we are doing, the science behind it, what we're doing. Kids get to become the CEOs of their own lives, of their own brain, such that even when they start a brand, that brand is born out of purpose, out of understanding, out of that inner anchor that will give it a shell life, not just some of these brands that you see coming in and going. No, we want to just create that solid foundation. If it's AI orientation, knowing that they're already living in the world of AI, how do you orient themselves? How do you orient them so that regardless of how people are using AI, they get the right foundation, the foundation that regardless of whether people are going to use it carelessly or not, they have the right foundation, knowing that AI is not there to replace their brain. They get the foundation to know that AI is supposed to enhance their creativity. It becomes their co-creator, their enhancer, but not their replacement for their cognitive function. So there's a lot more that I'm excited to unveil in Brando Pricing. I can't wait to see you. So as we continue, I'm going to show you the last thing we have here, which is mind blowing, especially for my kids. Like I said, it's a wellness thing. So we also have a wellness theme, and the entire theme is also going to be experienced in Brando Pricing. So here I'll just give you an example of some of the things we do, but now in a gamified manner to make it even more interesting, right? So for example, if it's box breathing, if you don't know, sorry, box breathing, if you don't know what is box breathing, you can check it out, you can do research about it, but I've just given it an overview of some of the benefits and the things you can do together as a family. Remember, like a double-edged sword is supposed to help you as a person to grow and also help you as a family to bond, right? So it cuts across both sides, right? So let me show you a demonstration here. So it gives you a timer, it comes with a timer. You start here and it mimics that real life breathing experience to bring life and to breathe life to this program. I mean, it is super exciting. You see, breathing out, breathing in, you pause, you hold, then it breathes out. So it goes on, as you can see, the progress bar. When it comes to when it finishes, then it's going to reset itself back to the previous. Okay, so that's just an example. I won't wait for it to finish because I have other. Just let me do one more. Tapping, there's a whole research on tapping. For those, there are people who know what is tapping and what is not tap. I mean, there are people who don't know what is tapping. You can read on that, but at the same time it's just a way of releasing pressure in your body, right? It's just a simple way of releasing pressure, and there are different pressure points without necessarily paying anyone to go and do the acupressure. It's called the acupressure whole thing, right? People pay hundreds, but you can start doing it yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't go, but there are small, simple activities you can do together as a family, as a bonding experience once more, and also to benefit you to ease off the pressure. So there's some benefits here. You can read about them. We have pressure points, and let's go to start. So when you press start here, it goes live and you do it practically live, and that's what kids love relating with things that are happening live. Like for them it's a game, but it's not just a game now, it's a wholesome experience. You can imagine they start incorporating some of these activities in their day-to-day. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. The free version, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more in store for you. I can't wait for you to experience that whole thing, right? So here we have you see it's moving from point to point, and you can do this. You can actually do this tonight. You can start tonight and see how fun that would be and then it also looks like it's funny. You can imagine people tapping their nose, tapping their head, and it's actually beneficial at the same time. It's a fun experience. So that is that. We also have other things like hydration. Where is the hydration? Hydration, just to keep us in the hydration loop where you're supposed to you're supposed to drink water often, and making it like a gamified manner, doing it as a family, especially during at night when you're about to sleep. We all know the benefits of water, so we just want to encourage that whole exercise and that whole habit into our day-to-day life in a gamified manner, right? And we are just saying, let's not make our water boring. We can add some few spices here and there, put some lemon here, put some, some hibiscus water here, some, whatever it is that is beneficial, turmeric, mint, just make it fun so that also you don't just drink plain water. So it's like it's a double benefit. It's a win-win. I mean, you're having fun and you're also giving your body that goodness and those sweet things and those health benefits that should come with it. So this is the same thing you do. You start hydrating. I mean, it's also fun. You drink water, you reflect on things and all that. So it goes on and on until you You finish that exercise. I won't go through all of them. We also have journaling. Journaling is very important. It's like you're writing. It's like bringing your emotions to life. Bring writing something is also, it's, I mean, you're going to read the benefits of journaling. It enhances your creativity, reduces stress and anxiety, because you're able to put something in writing, and you're able to see what the problem is, and be in control of what the problem is, and be able to solve it. We also have another very cool feature inside Brand Uprising. I can't wait to show you this inside Brand Uprising. We call it the vocal vibing, where you get to, instead of just journaling, you could be in your car and you're riding and you don't have time to write something, and something has come into your head. We call it vocal vibing, where you just click that, you click that button, and it starts transcribing. You start talking to your vocal pal, and it transcribes everything for you, and then you're able to take that transcript and save it in your Google Drive. It's an amazing experience and an amazing program, something I wish I had when I was growing up, and even now, not when I'm growing up, even for us parents. Much as it's for kids, it's also like, it's also an experience for us. We all get into that learning squad, so it's so exciting, and it's a very interesting time to live in such a time. It's an interesting time to live in, because the world becomes, there's a lot to explore in this digital space, and most of these things can come to pass. Some of the things that used to look very, very far-fetched can now be brought to life through tech, especially with AI. But with AI, there's always a disclaimer. The way I orient AI, especially to the kids, is totally different, because I'm teaching them ways and tricks in which that in the say in a way that it's not supposed to replace their cognitive thinking. It's supposed to be an enhancer. So that is some of the things you're going to, those are some of the things you're going to learn inside Brand Uprising. And you go on, and there's gratitude, hydration, and there's much more. There's much more where all this is coming from. So I encourage you, tell your friends, tell your family members to start here and join Brand Uprising. And once you join Brand Uprising, you're not going to regret. It's a lifelong experience. You can just listen in and see exactly what it's all about. So, see you on the inside.